Thursday, the voice was gone. Possible emotional factors. Wednesday night, went to Tennis Australia to pick up uniform. Working there for 3 weeks as an announcer. How effective are you going to be? Who want to do a great job? Possibility of further announcement work. Is this the first time you've done announcer work? Right. Working near ex-boyfriend, whom I haven't spoken to since February 2000, but we have had unpleasant emails. Okay. Also had to drive past near my ex's house to get to the friend I travelled into the city with. Perfectionistic tendencies, pressure on voice, pressure being near ex. Very good insight. Okay, so if we're talking about this, and Colette does know EFT, she knows all the points, so I don't have to explain them to her. So is your throat painful? Not really, but not much voice there at all. So it's red and scratchy. And is it the whole throat? Is it the back of the throat, front of the throat, down in the very voice box? Right. That red colour, what red colour is it like? Watermelon red. Okay, so it's a watermelon red and it's scratchy and dry. Okay. And if you had to give that a number out of 10, what would it be? 10 and 8. I can count 8. So let's start tapping on the karate chop point. And just say it in your mind, so a little bit on the flesh, you can't there yet. That's it. Even though I have this watermelon red, itchy, sore throat, dry sore throat, just mouth the words as if you're saying it, okay? Because even doing that helps. Everyone else tap too, please. I love and accept myself deeply and completely. Even though I have no voice and I have this dry, red, itchy, watermelon colour in my throat, I love and accept myself anyhow. Even though this recently came on and I have this watermelon red colour in my throat, this red, itchy, dry feeling, I love and accept myself and my body and whatever my throat is protecting me from. Even though I have this powerlessness in my throat, I thank my body for protecting me in whatever way it is. This feeling in my body, it's in my throat. This red, itchy, dry feeling. It's like watermelon colour. Might have something to do with my ex-boyfriend. Might have something to do with all this pressure I'm putting on myself. Might have something to do with being a perfectionist and having to be an announcer at the tennis. I wonder what it's protecting me from. I do want to be perfect. I can't be perfect with no voice. I can't even do it with no voice. Maybe it's protecting me from failing. I've got to be near my ex-boyfriend. What does that bring up for you? Apprehension, all this apprehension. Where are you feeling that in your body? My chest. All this apprehension in my chest. I've got to be near my ex-boyfriend. I'm not a perfectionist when I'm around him. What does that bring up, that apprehension? Fear. So all this fear in my chest. I've got all this apprehension and fear in my chest. No wonder my voice won't let me speak. All this fear and apprehension in my chest. It's been there since Wednesday, when I had to drive near my ex-boyfriend's house All this fear and apprehension in my chest. What colour is it? Purple. This purple fear and apprehension in my chest. When did you first feel that around your ex-boyfriend? November. This fear and apprehension last November around my ex-boyfriend. I haven't had to face him before. Not since then. Now I'm going to be working near him. And I don't know what to say. No wonder my voice doesn't want to let me speak. I've got all this fear and apprehension in my voice and my chest. I just can't speak. It's keeping me safe. What's it keeping me safe from? Failure? Sorry? And seeing him. Okay. But my eyes will still see him. But my voice won't be able to speak. My voice is keeping me safe. Safe from failure. Safe from failure from him. What about the tennis though? I still have to work there. It's keeping me safe. But I'm still going to see him. What if my eyes shut down as well? I'll still be able to hear him. But it's me being able to speak back at him that's shut down. All that fear and apprehension in my voice. I can't express myself to him. I don't know what to say. All this fear of what to say. What if I stuff up? All this fear in my voice. No wonder my voice won't speak. It's protecting me from failing. All this fear and apprehension in my voice and in my chest, keeping me safe from failing. I don't know what to say. What if you couldn't say things? What would you say? I don't know. I don't know what to say. What's that like, not knowing what to say? You're afraid. I'm afraid because I don't know what to say. Where's that fear in your body? Across your shoulders and your chest. Got all this fear across my shoulders and chest as I don't know what to say. When did you first feel that feeling across your shoulders and chest? November. So what was happening in November when you first felt that? Just tune into that. A physio function. And what did your voice say then? You clammed up. So you clammed up then, even then, in around him, and he didn't turn up. So did your voice come back? What's his name? Paul. I've got Paul constricting my throat, stopping me from speaking, so I don't embarrass myself, so I don't say the wrong thing, so I don't fail in his eyes or mine, in my eyes. I don't know what to say, and I'm a perfectionist. No wonder I can't speak. My voice is protecting me. I'm protecting me. What if I give my voice permission to speak? Then I'd have to take responsibility for what I say. I don't know if I want to do that. It's much safer having no voice. I think I'll just keep having no voice and feel a failure. But I've got a reason my voice won't speak. What if I allow my voice to speak? This feeling of fear and apprehension and failure. My voice won't let me speak. What if I allow it to speak? I do want to take responsibility, but I just don't know how yet. What's the worst thing that could happen? What's the worst thing you could say? What's the worst feeling you could feel from that? Guilt. So I'm going for the worst feelings. Where would you feel that guilt? In your throat. So what would you say that what could you say that would produce the worst guilt? Sorry for something that you did to him. Yep. So there's guilt, all that guilt that's stuck in my throat. I've got so much guilt stuck in my throat, I can't speak. What colour's that guilt? Black. Is it solid, heavy? This black, heavy, solid feeling of guilt in my throat. I've got all this black guilt stuck in my throat. I wonder if I can shift it. I know my body's trying to protect me from feeling that guilt. But what if I give it permission to let go of that guilt? To free up my throat? What colour would have to go through your throat to free up that black guilt? Green. And what emotion would that green be? Power. I give my body permission. I give my body permission to let go of that black guilt. Even though I'm not sure if I can. I've got all that guilt stuck in my throat. I wonder what it would be like to let it go just a little bit. And let some of that green power in. I wonder what it would be like to let go of that guilt. That guilt from back in November. That guilt of hurting someone. I wonder if I could ask forgiveness. I wonder if I could forgive myself. I don't know if I can. Maybe I'll just hold on to that guilt a bit longer in my throat. I could punish myself. Maybe it's a good idea to punish myself and not speak. That way I won't be able to be an announcer. That's good because that's punishing myself. Because I really like announcing at the tennis. So I could sabotage myself to punish myself. After all, I deserve it. I've got all this guilt. I deserve to punish myself. I'm a perfectionist. And I hurt someone. And I'm afraid to say sorry. I have all this guilt still stuck in my throat. I upset someone. I upset Paul. And it's still there in my throat. And I don't know if I'm willing to let go of it yet. Maybe I'll punish myself a bit longer. But maybe I can let go of it. Just a little bit. Maybe I can see my throat like smoke in the chimney. I've got all that black guilt, smoke in my throat. It wants to leave, but I've been letting it stay stuck. What if I can just open the flue? The smoke wants to leave. That black guilt wants to leave. So I'm opening the flue and letting it out. And sending that green power and peace and love and forgiveness into my throat. And I ask that Paul forgives me as well. But what if he doesn't? I can remember seeing the upsetness in his eyes. What if he does forgive me? That's not punishing myself enough. Just remaining upset. Remaining guilt. I flush it away with green power and forgiveness out of my throat and my chest, sending myself love and forgiveness into my whole body. I accept myself, mistakes and all. I am allowed to make mistakes. And I forgive myself. This peace and forgiveness in my throat. Okay, take a deep breath.
That was a long one.
Okay. Now, what would peace and forgiveness sound like? Say peace for me. There's some voice there. Okay, say, I forgive myself. Okay, there's some voice there now. When you say, I forgive myself, from 0 to 10, 10 being I believe that fully, where are you on the scale? About a 5? So we have about a 5 voice too, notice that? Okay, so when you say, I forgive myself, and 5 of you believes it, and 5 of you doesn't. The part that doesn't, where's that in your body? Still there in your chest? And when you say, I forgive myself, and part of you doesn't, I'm going to go into more advanced stuff, you guys. I can't help myself. But the part of you that doesn't believe that, if you had to see that part of you over here, the part of you that doesn't believe it, and the part of you that does over there, the part of you that doesn't believe that you forgive yourself, what does she look like? How old is she? Right? And why doesn't she forgive herself? What happened when she was 21? She wasn't good enough in what way? Academically, in what way? Didn't achieve the results you wanted. Okay, in what area? Physio studies. And what part of the body does she feel that 21-year-old who didn't achieve the results she wanted in her physio? Right side of the brain and throat. Okay, let's do some tapping for her. Even though I have this 21-year-old part of myself who has a voice and who doesn't really forgive herself for not getting the right results, I'm here to tell her that I forgive her and it's okay. And she did the best she could. And she did pretty well because she got into physio. And I love and accept her and myself deeply and completely. Even though I still have this part of myself who's 21, who doesn't quite forgive herself, and she feels it in the right side of her brain and her chest, I'm letting know that I forgive her. Who else doesn't forgive her? No one, just her. I'm letting her know that she can forgive herself. What does she need to get that forgiveness? Love. So what colour is that love that you're going to send her? Pink into her heart. I'm sending her pink love into her heart, letting her know that she is forgiven and she can accept that forgiveness. That pink love I'm sending into her heart, that 21-year-old who wasn't forgiving herself for not doing as well as she wanted to, that 21-year-old perfectionist. I'm sending pink love into her heart and the right side of her brain and her chest and throat, and I'm giving her a voice. I'm letting her know she can forgive herself. This 21-year-old forgiving herself. How's she doing? Is she able to forgive herself now? She's getting there. What is she out of 10? 8? So that remaining part of her that's not forgiving herself, is that a younger part of her? 16? So that 16-year-old part of herself that's not forgiving herself, what's that from? Pressure at high school. So 16-year-old pressure at high school who's not forgiving herself, where's she feeling that in her body? Right. What colour is it? Still black? Even though I have this 16-year-old part of myself who has this black feeling in her throat, and she can't forgive herself for not performing as well as she wanted to. She had higher expectations. Who else had high expectations for her? Just herself. Why did she have such high expectations? Pressure from her friend's dad. I have this 16-year-old part of myself feeling pressure from her friend's dad, and she still can't forgive herself for not performing as well as she wanted to. And I'm letting her know that she can. This remaining I can't forgive myself stuck in the throat of this 16-year-old. And this friend's father who also had expectations. Did you feel like you were letting him down? Was there pressure? What's there to do with him? Keep tapping. I'm never going to be as good as his daughter. I'm never going to be as good as his daughter. Where were you when he told you that? So just see that 16-year-old hearing those words. She's looking at him and she can hear those words. You're never going to be as good as my daughter. That 17-year-old, all that pressure. You're never going to be as good. You're never going to be as good as my daughter. If I was there with her now, I'd let her know that she doesn't need to feel that pressure. Where's she feeling that pressure in her throat? Is it black? Grey? This remaining pressure that you're feeling in your throat, that grey pressure. When your friend's father said, you're never going to be as good as my daughter. I'm tapping on her now and letting her know she doesn't have to be compared to other people. And I'm sending her love into her throat and her heart. What colour is it? Light grey. Is that the colour of the love you're sending? So just tune into that 16-year-old now. And let her know she can forgive herself. And out of 10, is she able to forgive herself now? 9.5. Excellent. There. So come back to chin point. Come back to seeing yourself at the tennis. Karate chop point. Even though my throat has been protecting me, and I do have some voice, my throat's been protecting me for many years, not being as good as others, not being as good as I wanted to be. I am willing to forgive myself. I am willing to remove this pressure in my throat. Even when I see myself faced with Paul, I am willing to forgive myself. But what if he won't forgive me? What if I see the hurt in his eyes? Where do you feel that in your body? When you look into his eyes and you see that hurt? In your mind? What's the emotion in your mind when you see that hurt in his eyes? Betrayal. I feel this betrayal in my mind. What colour is that betrayal? Red. This red betrayal in my mind. When I look into Paul's eyes and I see the hurt and my throat shuts down, I have this feeling in my forehead, this betrayal, all this red betrayal in my forehead. Tap in your forehead, all this red betrayal on my forehead. Eyes. I wonder what it'd be like to let it go. I wonder if I can let it go. I don't know if I can let it all go. Maybe I can let some of it go. I am willing to let some of it go. This remaining red betrayal in my forehead. It's safe to let it go. I do want to let it go. This betrayal in my forehead. I'm willing to release some more of it. And maybe a little bit more. And maybe even more. And maybe even more. And maybe I can forgive myself even more. Maybe I can forgive myself even more. Maybe I can have a voice. So I can ask for forgiveness and remove this remaining feeling of betrayal by asking for forgiveness. This remaining betrayal, this forgiveness. I forgive myself. Even when I see the hurt in his eyes, as I see his eyes change, when I see the forgiveness in his eyes. Okay, so tuning into your throat and your head, and I want you to say, I forgive myself. So there's more voice there now. When you say I forgive myself now, how much do you believe that on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being upper level? About an 8?
Yep.
There's more voice coming back? Alright, so I a little part of you is not forgiving yourself. What would it take for that part of yourself to forgive yourself? Right. Yeah. So what's holding you back from that? A whole group of people. So if you want, you might be. That's what I call the secondary gain, right? That's what I call that. This is where I'm willing to get to, that I feel safe with. Now, but I know that you can go and tap on that yourself. So when you see yourself at home tapping for yourself for that last 2%, do you feel confident that you can then do the rest?
I think I can get that.
Yeah. And you've got a lot more of a voice than when you started.
It's not scratchy, it doesn't feel as bad.
Yeah. And you know where you're going with it. Okay. So that's where you do say, okay, this is where the client is happy to finish. You don't always need to get to a 0. Yeah. Okay. You happy with that?
I can get there.
Thank you. Thank you for going through all that, because it takes a lot to be a demonstration. Thank you.
Thank you very much.